So first I want to talk to you a little bit about the news coming down yesterday. Your thoughts on that?
I'm happy. I'm happy that this is going to be coming closer to an end now. Now that's wrapped up.
And I'm pretty sure that this hasn't been easy for you. I know you were only doing your job, but talk about just the process a deputy, an officer goes through when you have to face something like this.
There's a lot that goes on in your mind. You know, first is in the situation was, you know, I may not go home to my wife and my kids. So that's kind of a tough thing to face is to go home or to think about not going home.
Since 2012, about 5 years law enforcement, but I have a feeling you've experienced a lot, but nothing like that day, October 20th.
No, nothing.
I'm sure it's vivid in your mind, something you'll always remember?
Yes.
It started out as just a normal call, you're looking for a guy with a felony warrant.
Yes. It was just, it actually happened to be my Friday for the week, and was just, they were nothing out of the ordinary warrants, and the plan was just to go by there and make the arrest and come back to the office. I had other things to do, and within a very short period it changed, and you know,
A matter of seconds.
Yes.
Once you found that suspect, he was hiding under a pile of clothes.
yes,
And we heard you, show me your hands, show me your hands.
yes,
And then in a matter of seconds it changed.
Yes.
I know you've been reliving that. It's still very vivid in your mind?
yes, yes.
Mm.
Yeah, I don't think it's something I'll forget for a very, very long time.
And we always hear, you know, a matter of seconds can be the difference between life and death. You know firsthand about that. Talk about that. Did it happen? Some people say it seemed like it was in slow motion. What did it seem like to you?
I've experienced the slow motion effect, but that day I didn't feel that. It was just extremely fast. It was when the gentleman popped up and began yelling that he was going to kill us. At first, the gentleman had nothing in his hands, and I mean, it was just fast. He grabbed it and he came towards me. The only thing I could think of is that I was way too close in the situation, and I had no retreat in that situation. You took by the room. It was very unstable on my feet.
And the Mulder officer tried to do the stun gun.
Yes.
That had no effect. And he has what was a pocket knife and.
It was a pocket knife. I've not seen the actual.
You had a bulletproof vest on.
Yes, bulletproof.
But.
There's a difference.
There is.
Talk about that.
The vest, I do feel the vest did save my life on how close it came to doing some real damage. But it was just, I think, the depth of the vest that helped with that. These vests, when we get them, they're not rated. A lot of them are not rated for puncture or even slash resistance. It's just a difference in the material. But the vest had I was hit 3 times. Was hit once in my left arm and then in my left chest. I was hit a 3rd time in the right chest, or just below my chest. The blade went into the vest but did not penetrate through it.
Now, watching the video of you on the way to the hospital, I guess you made a phone call
Yes.
to your wife. Can you share a little bit with us?
Yes, I tried to call her, and like I said, if you seen the video, she didn't pick up the first time, and a friend of mine, a close friend of mine, is an investigator at Roland Police Department. He had gotten word, of course, over the radio, and he'd contacted my wife as well. and she immediately called me back, and as she was on the phone with her mother, and she said when she seen that the other officer had contacted her, that something's got to be going on for him to call her, and she contacted me, and she was upset and I just tried to stay calm because I wasn't sure what had went on. I knew I was hit, and I knew I was bleeding from my abdomen, but I just tried to tell her, you know, it's going to be okay. I'm going to the hospital, and I didn't know it was going to be okay. I'm just trying to, you know, to calm my wife.
And tell me again, you were actually stabbed twice. And let me zoom out some. The shoulder, right, or yeah.
In my left shoulder, and then in my just below my left chest and my abdomen.
Refresh my memory. Didn't the doctor say something like you were fortunate?
Yes, 1 millimeter from entering my chest cavity. So very. To me, that's very, very close.
Sheriff says that you're gonna come back, what, the 27th?
Yes, that's the plan.
What's that gonna be like for you?
Would you mind
Future
telling me
houses?
that?
I'll be coming back on the 27th of November. The plan is that I'll be doing some office work. I'll be in uniform. I plan on being in the office, kind of a desk duty, doing some paperwork. I'm ready to be back. I'm ready to be back. Healing has taken a little while, which everyone has told me it's going to, and I'll be sore for a while. But I'm looking forward to coming back.
And not only physically, but mentally, do you have to go through some sort of counseling? Is that mandated?
Yes, I went and spoke. I went and spoke with a counselor. About a week after it happened, when I've been cleared, and but yeah, I feel. I mean, I just know we don't come to work thinking that something like this is going to happen or wanting to do something like this. This is not something I've ever wanted to do, but I feel that this was the only thing that I could do. That's the reason I'm still here today.
Yeah, how you doing? This happened not quite a month ago. How you doing?
I'm doing good. Doing good. Took me a little while for it, kind of got out, but I'm back getting out, and you know, friends and family have all been over, and
Are you healing?
yes, yes. I'm healing. Stitches are all removed. The abdomen was the worst part of it. Getting up and down, laughing, coughing. Be surprised how much you use that. My arm.
Christian, how do you think this is gonna affect you in the future, this incident? How do you think?
Let's see.
It's affected you, hasn't it?
Yes, I will more than likely be a lot more cautious in what I'm doing. I don't feel that I was complacent, but it does happen. Like I said, I am young, but I've been doing it for a little over 5 years, getting on 5 years now, and like I'd said, this was nothing out of the ordinary warrant. This was not trying to sound. I've arrested people for far worse and never had a problem for just to come across something like this. So I think I'll approach things a little more cautiously, like we're trained to do, instead of being a little more relaxed.
Anything that you wanted everyone out there to know?
just thank everybody for, you know, thoughts, the prayers, the messages. I've received cards, phone calls, voicemails when I couldn't get to them. There was a PD officer, a Fort Smith PD officer that actually came to the hospital when I was transported in. He arrived shortly after. It felt good having an officer in the room, and he came there. I think he was just after his shift, and he sat there the entire time at the hospital. I wanted to thank him. Too many people to mention. Sheriff Hollenbeck, Sebastian County came by. I mean,
That means a lot, doesn't it?
it does. There was a very don't sound proud. There was a lot of people that showed up, and that was a really big deal, especially for law enforcement and the outpouring and like I said, the messages, and I'm getting them from all over, and it's I've been very thankful for that.